Welcome to Room Talk. Today we will discuss two topics that frequent us in our daily life, stereotype and social comparison.
That's right, this topic is very interesting because we definitely have experienced it along our lives. Maybe not even realize it. And for today, we will have an awesome interviewer to accompany us in our today's discussion. Please welcome Lika, Noor, and Najma.
Hello.
A psychology student from University State of Jakarta. Before we start, let's get to know each other first.
Okay, hello, my name is Zahra Maharani. You guys can call me Lika. I'm a psychology student. I often experience stereotypes that makes me rethink about myself.
Hello everyone, my name is Aulia Salsabila and I usually getting called by Noor. And for me, stereotype and social comparison often felt, especially in the campus environment.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Supardi, Gito, Martana. People usually call me Najma. I often experience these things too, but now I'm learning to be more relaxed.
Hello Lika, Najma, dan Noor. How are you guys today?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
I'm feeling great today.
Wow, good to hear that. Right now, what is your guys' recent activities? Like we are in the end of the year. It must be hectic for you, right?
Yeah, we are in our exam week right now, so our recent activity mostly preparing and doing our project for our exam.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we're wishing the best for your exam.
Thank you.
Okay, how about we start from stereotype first? When we talk about stereotype, what's your experience with this?
As far as we know, as psychology student, the definition of stereotype itself is a generalization about a group's characteristic that not consider any variation from one individual to another.
And as we know in our society, we often hear about the stereotype about the girls who have to multitask and always busy. I really hear this thing a lot, but when I can do that, people like to say, how come you can do that? In fact, that I'm so a human being with a limitation.
That's right. People often put the labels that every girl should be excellent at everything, right?
Yeah. But at the end, we're just also a human being, right? So we have limitation and we're still learning everything.
I also have an experience similar to stereotypes. Because I'm a psychology student, people often say like, you studied psychology, you must know how to manage your emotions, right? But when in fact, we as psychology students are still learning about it too.
Yeah, that's right. We are called student for a reason, right? For me, the stereotypes I hear most often is about students who have to be productive and active in many activities. So when I normally join any organization, people tend to say, you're not ambitious, are you? Like, it feels like I always have to fulfill other expectation for myself, which is actually really tiring.
But in reality, people have their own consider to decide their option.
Yeah, I know, right? I already consider everything before decide something. But sometimes these stereotypes really make me questioning myself.
Now we move to our next discussion. It's about social comparison. When it comes to this, there are definitely a relatable experience, especially on social media.
That's right. We're actually facing this phenomenon a lot in our daily life. Sometimes when I saw a friend on Instagram who are very active in organizations and winning competitions and or traveling to cool places, I start to think like, what have I done until this day?
Me too. I often feel insecure when I see other people's achievement, but then I realize They're just showing us the best side of their lives. We never know what they go through behind the scene. The definition of the social comparison itself is process by which they evaluate our thoughts, feeling, behavior, and abilities in relation to others.
Yeah, for me, social comparison often happen on campus. Like when I see friends with good grades or have a lot of organizational experience, I sometimes feel like I'm not good enough. But then I start to learn to focus more on my own process.
That's right, we often forget that everyone has a different timeline, and it does not mean if we have not gotten there yet.
Yeah, that's right.
After a long discussion about each other's experience, now I want to ask, how do you deal with this stereotype and social comparison?
Okay. Actually, there are many ways to deal with these things, but nowadays I learn to focus more on what makes me happy and not on what people expect me to be.
And that's right. And for me, I've also learned to not too hard on myself. If there is someone more successful or better than me, I try to see it as an inspiration, not as an comparison.
Yeah, I agree with Najma and Linka. And also, I limit my time on social media. So I decrease my screen time and spend more time with real people, like talking with my close friends who make me feel accepted. And I think that's really helpful.
So you spend more time with people and trying to just living your life.
Yeah, that's right.
The tips are really good. The point is we need to learn to respect ourselves and not care too much about what people say.
Yeah.
Agree. We also need to remember everyone has their own unique journey and there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, we learned a lot of things today. We get to know about the definition of stereotypes and social comparison, and we also get to know the interviewer's perspective about these things, and even they give us some tips to deal with these things too.
At the end of the day, we should only focus ourselves.
We have reached the end of our session today. Thank you so much, Lika, Noor, and Najma for sharing their stories with us.
Thank you for having us today. We actually have so much fun sharing for this session today.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's very refreshing to have someone to share and talk.
Yes. Especially right now we are actually facing our exam week, so it is a little bit hectic for us, but it's very fun.
And thank you everyone who listened to our podcast. Please remember that you are much more great than you think. See you on the next episode.
Bye.